here it is. So we got, and use the parentheses, you got negative b plus or minus that square root of b squared minus 4 times our a times our c. All of it over 2 times a. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, so here is our formula. Okay, now it's not that hard. The hardest part, I would say, is plugging it in. Okay, once you get good at it, and so make sure that when I'm typing on the calculator or whatever, you guys are typing too. Okay, as long as you practice on the calculator, you should be fine. Okay, now let's look at this part. So what the A, B, and C is this. Okay, we have ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, whatever is attached to the x squared is the a. Whatever is attached to the single x is always going to be the b. And then whatever is just a number by itself is always going to be the c. Okay? And that's the way that it's always going to be. So if we look at number 1, what is our a? 6. What is our b? 6. What is our c? Negative 120. Okay? If it's anything other than a plus, it's a negative. Okay? Look at 2. What's our a? 2. Our b, it's a 0. Okay? So see how there's no just an x term? And what's our c? Negative 128. Turn your page. Look at number 3. What is your a? 1. There's no number in front of the x, so the a is 1. What is b? 11. C? Negative 42. Look at 6. What is a? B? Negative 6. Okay, C? Negative 36. As long as you know your A, B, and C, you should be fine. Okay? So let's look at number 1. We're going to start, every single part of your formula is going to have this 2 and this 4. They are part of the formula. Okay, so we're going to put negative. Okay, and now we have a parenthesis. What is our B? 6. Close your parenthesis. We got plus or minus the square root. Okay, and then again, we have a b. So we're going to put 6 squared minus 4. Then what comes next? Our a, which is 6. And then our c, negative 120. All over 2, and our a is 6. Okay, from here, now that you got this part, it's fairly easy, okay? But you cannot type in this whole thing on the calculator, so you have to type them in pieces, okay? So you're not going to type in the square root, but you are going to type in everything under the square root, okay? So type that in. You should have the parentheses in there, okay? So it's really 6 squared minus 4 times 6 times negative 120, okay? So type in everything under the square root. Okay, what'd somebody get? 2,000 what? 916. 916? Okay, so we still have this square root.
It's 2916.
My bad. 29. I thought, man, that's really big, but okay. So we still have that square root, okay? And you're going to drop everything else down. So you still got this negative 6, this plus or minus. Okay, on the same step, what are you going to get for this bottom? What is 2 times 6? 12. Okay, now on your calculator, type in what is the square root of 2916. Find your square root button. What is it? 54. Okay, so we got -6 plus or minus. Now, the square root is gone. That's the one thing people forget. Okay, the square root's gone. Do not write down square root. Okay, over 12. Okay, last part, and I'm going to write it out the long way, okay, but you're more than welcome to do it the short way. Okay, what this plus or minus means, okay, is that you're going to type it in twice on your calculator, one with a plus, one with a minus. So this is how you should be typing on your calculator. Okay, your first button you're going to hit is that fraction button, okay, and you're going to type in -6, and we're going to say plus 54, and you're going to put the 12 on the bottom, and then you still got a -6 minus 54 and a 12 on the bottom. Look up here. See how this one has a plus and this one has a minus? That's what that plus minus does for us. Okay? And so you really are going to type these both in on the calculator separately and see what you get. Okay, but you don't have to write this part out. If you just want to do this on your calculator without writing it out, that's totally fine. Okay? What'd you get for the plus? 4. For the minus? Okay, and so these are our answers. How many answers should you get for all these? 2. Okay, if we got 2 for the first one, they all get 2. Okay, go to number 3. All right, this formula. Okay, so we got negative. B, what's our B? 11 plus or minus square root. Okay, same thing. We're going to 11 squared minus 4 times our A. What's our A? 1 times our C, -42. Everything over 2A, which is 1. Okay, on your calculator, you're going to type in everything that's underneath the square root. Okay, so all of this. Okay, what'd you guys get? 289? Okay, so we got negative 11 plus or minus the square root of 289 all over what? What are you going to get for that bottom? 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Now what do we type on the calculator? Square root of 289. Huh? 17. Okay, now this is where I said you can kind of skip a step is just type them in on the calculator, okay? You can type in -11 plus 17 over 2, and then -11 minus 17 over 2, okay? If you want to write them all out, by all means, go right ahead. What'd you get for the first one? 3? Second one. I know you're still typing, but. Huh? -14? Somebody agree with that? Good. Okay, you know on your calculator, you don't have to retype all of this. You can go hit the like arrow and it'll go back through and you hit delete and then change the plus to a minus and click enter. Okay, that'll save you some time on typing. Okay, let's look at 5. We got negative. What's our b? 7. Plus or minus the square root. B squared minus 4. What's our a? 1. C. -98. All over 2 times our a, which is 1. Okay, what are you going to get for underneath the square root? 1575? Who else? Huh? $441? 441? Okay. And what are you going to get for the bottom? 2. Okay, and then what do we type in on the calculator? Square root of 441. What do you get? 21. Okay, and then on your calculator, you're going to say -7 plus 21 over 2. Okay, and then you're going to say -7 minus 21 over 2. I will say the Desmos calculator that you can get on the app, okay, you can get it on your phone or iPad, then you don't have to go and retype the entire thing because you can just edit the numbers, okay? So that's a perk too. Some of the calculators you can hit the up arrow and go back, but not all of them you can. Okay, what'd you get for the plus? 7? -14. Okay, once again, how many answers should you get? 2. Okay.